Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 5 Episode 3. I'm at Best Buy, parked right in front of the store because of course I am getting yet another damn Apple cord. I tell you, these some bullshit. They didn't had the nerve to come out with some 6-feet cords. We'll see if this one is better. It ain't gonna be no better, but anyway. You know, it's on warranty, so I'll never have to pay for it, but still. Just the fact that I gotta come up here every 3 months and feel like to change this damn cord out. Anyway, y'all, the show, right? Let's get to it, shall we? You guys, I was so confused last week trying to find the episode. I was looking and looking and looking, and then finally somebody said on Twitter that, you know, it wasn't a new episode. So I'm glad because last week I wasn't in it. But we gonna get it done today, y'all. Let's figure out the boring shit first. Yandy. Okay, Yandy and Mendeecees, like I said, Mona is going to show them in the best light. And their storyline is a little bit of a reverse, kind of, right? It's sort of like Mendeecees is out of jail now. Now he wants to wife old Yandy down, and Yandy has been living her life while he was away in jail. Evidently, his boys was telling him how much Yandy been out in the world. Okay, the way he was saying, you would think that the girl was tricking. Okay, everybody know that she was holding up the damn banner for Mendeecees, but yeah, he still has a problem with the way she is. She's working out with him and the cousin. Is that the cousin? Was that the cousin? First of all, I know the cousin was a trainer or something. Remember when Yandy was working out that time and Mendeecees had to go bust a nigga in the mouth? Was that him? That's when I was barely watching the show, so I don't really remember. Yeah, they working out with the trainer, and you know she done got a little thicker than a Snicker. I was like, I wonder really if her ass might be pregnant on this, and they just kind of filming out of order and trying to make it seem like she's not. Couldn't really tell, but Yandy weight goes up and down a lot, so it's kind of hard to say, but. He's just telling her, like, while he was away, you know, she done got some shit done to her boobs, and she done did this, and she done did that, and she was just like, first of all, I told you that my boobs were too big, and I wanted to make them smaller, and, you know, a little bit more perky, and you were fine with that. Now you trying to get out and act all brand new. So, you know, she don't really give it too much thought. She was just like, you tripping, whatever. We good, okay? We gonna go on and get this wedding done. I'm gonna start planning, you know, we gonna do it next year. He seems to want to do it at the end of the year. She was kind of hoping a little further along. So like I said, kind of sounds like the roles are reversed a little bit, but you know, we already know that she's pregnant right now and shit. She already got one baby with him, about to have another one. I guess fuck it, might as well get married. What the hell else you gonna do? And then later on, to show their commitment towards one another, they go to a tattoo shop and they go get them some tattoos of each other's names on their bodies. Y'all, that's what the new niggas do, okay? You know, he goes and he doesn't have any tattoos. He gets Yandy real, you know, real nice and cursive-y on his wrist. And Yandy gets, I couldn't tell what it was. I guess it was his name around her, in her ring finger. They didn't show it real closely, so I couldn't tell if it was his initials. He said something like his name, so yeah, anyway, that's the story with them, y'all. It's just a regular old ghetto fabulous romance story on Love and Hip Hop New York, y'all. Am I the only one that looks at this whole Amina, Tara, and Peter story and just be like, oh God. Oops, excuse me. Made a little burp come out. You guys, this story is gonna wear me out, y'all. Okay, so y'all know where it ended last week when Amina walks up to Peter and Tara and the little boy having lunch. Okay, so Amina's all upset. Peter is just like, no, you know, let's not do this in front of my child. So he jumps up and walks off with Amina, and he was just like, how can you come here with my kid? I was just like, he got his fucking nerves. What the fuck you mean, how can she come there with his kid? Why the fuck you there with her in the first place? God damn it, your ass is supposed to be with her, hanging out or doing whatever it was. You know the bitch is pregnant and she needs you, and you up here sitting up there, you know, hobnobbing and rubbing kneecaps with Tara under the goddamn table. So, you know, Amina was just like, you do this all the time, and Just the pitiful wife. She was just like, I'm just tired of all of this. And, he's just like, I don't want you to be here making a scene, So she sits down on the curb, okay? And he's just like, get up. You can't be out here. You pregnant. You sitting on the ground. You can't do this. She's like, I'm not getting up. God damn it. Okay, so she stays down there. He goes back and tells Tara, like, I don't know what to do. Okay, she won't get up. So Tara's like, well, I'll go over there and I'll take care of it. So Tara goes over there, and I'm just going to say this right now. Before I even start on Tara, I have a problem with Tara's curtness. I understand that she's pissed about all the shit that has happened. Just the fact that she's just so... oh well, that's the way it is. This is my man, and this is my family, and it's just like really gets on my nerves the way she is. So anyway, I'm skipping ahead. She goes over there and she's just telling Amina, I really want you to get off the floor, off the ground. Amina's just like, I'm just tired of him going around with you, saying he's gonna do one thing and doing another thing. Somebody's putting flyers on the cars. I guess he's about to walk up to my car. And like I said, Tara with her curtness. Well, that's my family. I mean, what did you expect? You broke into my family, and this is what we were doing for 12 years or whatever the fuck she said. I was just like, bitch. Okay, I don't give a fuck if you was doing it for 50 years. Okay, he ain't married to your ass. He decided to marry this girl. Okay, you have now become the cheater, complaining about the shit that Amina did to you. Now you doing it to her, okay? Even if it was fucked up the way she came in, okay, they're now married. So now why are you still dealing with him? I understand that he's your baby father. She says it's a lot of, it's hard to... Hi. You can give it to me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
The fuck is this? I tell you, niggas is always on the hustle. Landscaping. Call Jay. Alright, Jay, you getting a shout out today. You ain't even knew it, did you? Alright. She's just... I just don't really like her attitude right now, because not only are you now fooling around with this woman's husband, but the girl is pregnant and you just putting extra on it. Okay, I know people are going to say, well, she was there first. I don't give a fuck. Okay, to me, he made his choice of who he was supposed to be with, so that's who he needs to be supportive of, especially in this time. So, she's just kind of going off of me, and it was like, nigga, why don't you take the motherfucker in? You like him that much? Okay, just go on and take him. Get him off my hands, So, Tara seems to be a little taken aback by that, but I guess Amina's just like, I'm just tired of all of this shit. She gets up finally. Tara walks her to the car, is like, are you okay? And Amina's just like, yeah, I guess I am. It's just the strangest little thing there, you guys. So, but I think that Tara has made it very clear that she's just not going to let Peter go. Later on, Amina talks to Peter, and she's just like, listen, I am under so much stress, you are just really driving me crazy, okay? Not only that, but I went to the doctor. The doctor said the baby is small. And he's just like, well, what do you mean the baby's small? She's like, the baby is too small for 35 weeks. And he's like, well, why are you just telling me this? And she's like, nigga, because your motherfucking ass ain't never home. How the fuck I'm supposed to tell you if you always laid up under Tara and them damn kids over there? Like, yeah, you stressing me out. Okay, this is why the baby ain't developing right. Now I got to go to the doctor a couple of times a week. And yeah, I just can't take this no more. So he said he gonna do better. Okay, she's just like, what are you going to do better? And he's like, I'm gonna come home. I'm just like, ain't that some shit? Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Husband Man, that you decided to come home to your wife who's pregnant every night. Wow. Tara, her attitude, it really drives me crazy. Everybody kind of made it seem like Tara last season was really, really smart because she was so well spoken and clear and, how to express herself. Tara, when it comes to men anyway, is not really the brightest, okay? So she sits down with Yandy, and Yandy is asking her, what's going on with her and Peter, and she's telling her all about the confrontation, how Amina showed up at the restaurant, and how it was her job to just get her off the ground, okay? But once she got her off the ground, she's kind of through with that, but, she and Peter have made a decision that they're going to take the kids on vacation as a family. Okay, and Yandy is just like, oh, so where you guys gonna do, like Disney World or something? And she's like, no, we're gonna go to Barbados. Yandy's like, what fucking kid 3 and 6 years old, I ever how old her damn kids are? What kids say, mama, I want to go to Barbados? and fuck around with some coconuts and some palm trees. When we got Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Daisy and all the rest of them at the fucking Florida somewhere, they gonna go all the way to Barbados. Yandy was like, baby, you are tripping, okay? It's gonna be this whole romantic scene. You're sitting there with your kids and this man who you obviously was in love with and obviously is still in love with. How do you think you're just going to be able to maneuver that whole thing? And she was just like, I didn't even really think about it as being romantic. You know, it's just me and my family. And Yandy was just like, no, this is a very big step in the wrong direction. I was so glad Yandy wasn't trying to pussyfoot and, you know, kind of just tell her whatever. Because Tara's tripping. Really? I mean, I don't know if they went on vacations before and, you know, she just kind of still wants that old thing, but I can't even say that she's fooling herself. She has to know. She has to know that she is tripping right now. But Tara seems to be very steadfast in her decision. She is going out of town to Barbados with Peter and her 2 kids. Maybe because this is really the first really nice vacation that they can afford. They're on the show, they got some money now, but he just had to fuck around and mess it up by getting married to the bitch. So, but yeah, Tara, yeah, I'm sorry. She's articulate, but she's a dummy. Alright, you guys, so this whole thing with Sin and Erica, like I said last week, is really time for it to be done. All these 2 do is fight and bicker and fuss, and Erica meets up with her best friend Albie. I guess that's his name. And she's telling him how, you know, Sin got a problem with her, the way she was at some party in New York, kissing on old girl. And, you know, she's basically saying she doesn't accept me for who I am. And Albie was like, well, honey, I'm going to go on and tell you this because you my friend. I saw Sin in her car with some dude. They kept calling him something. It was obviously a New York term. I had never heard of it. Or was it the person's name? It kept on saying Dusty or some shit. I was just like, what are they saying? I listened over and over. I couldn't figure it out. But he tells her that, and Erica says, you know what? Shit is all starting to make sense now. Okay, this is why Sin has been coming at me all sideways. So she decides to meet up with Sin. It was a bad idea to start with. Okay, so they both sit down. You know, it's the same shit. They arguing back and forth. Sin is telling her what she ain't did. And then Erica's like, you going around, you fucking everybody in the city. You fucking so-and-so. And I was just like, how I go from maybe one person to now every man in the city? Like, you know, Erica says she has proof for her fucking. I was just like, oh my god. So, you know, they start arguing, they screaming, it's getting louder and louder. Okay, they jump up, both of them jump up. Sin, I guess, puts her hand a little too close to Erica. Erica reaches out and kind of hits her in the face or grabs her face or whatever. And, you know, Sin was just, that's when security comes in. And then Erica was just like, you know what, that's it. It's over. Where the fuck she said. You know, Sin is just so upset. She cannot understand. She cannot believe that Erica put her hands on her. She was just like, oh my god, she really hit my face. She really hit my face. I can't believe she really hit my face. And she was so upset about Erica hitting her face. Erica didn't hit her face, but she obviously grabbed her. Yes, I guess it was upsetting to poor little Sin. Okay, so she was in that car and she was just like, I never ever would have expected this girl to hit me. I don't know why she didn't expect her to hit her. Erica hits everybody. So I don't know why Sin thought any different, but yeah, her feelings was hurt. You could tell Erica regretted what she did because when Sin was sitting in that van and Erica was standing outside the little shop that they were eating at and she was smoking that cigarette, she had this look of like, I shouldn't have did that. Okay, but of course she didn't say that. Later on she meets with Ra, okay? And Ra was just like, oh, how's everything going with you and Sin? And, you know, Erica's just like, I don't even know. We had a real bad confrontation. I kind of hit her in the face. And, you know, Ra was just like, no, that's not ever good. That's like domestic violence. You should have never done that. You really need to correct this. So, you know, Erica's feeling real bad about it. But she knows that, yeah, she probably needs to correct. I did always feel like Erica had feelings for that girl. You know, whatever it is that she's going to have. I think Erica just, you know, she's the good time girl, like she even says about her own self. And I don't know, maybe what it is that Sin needs or is asking from her, maybe just Erica just can't give it to her at this time. But, you know, she realizes that she needs to apologize. So, child, they having this baby shower for Amina. They get to the baby shower. It was real. It was real fucked up the way they did it. They didn't really show none of the baby shower. They made it all about Erica and Sin. Maybe it's gonna be more next week, but we saw a little bit of Amina. She looked really pretty. Amina's like, where's Sin? And, Erica's got this look like, I don't even know if old girl is coming. But Sin does show up. And Erica's just like, okay, I need to talk to her. So Amina gives him a little space. And Erica's telling Sin how, she's sorry. She shouldn't have done that. Just give her a chance to make it up to her. Sin is kind of the thinking that, what, maybe we love each other, but maybe we just don't need to be together. I'm kind of with that same thinking, Sin. Y'all gonna end up fucking killing each other. Because next week they're gonna be right back to fighting again. So yeah, it's just like, let's just go on and, chuck this one up. Give it to deuces or whatever it was. Sin, this her first round of lesbianism. This is... Maybe, she knows whether or not she wants to, continue on in this way or go on back to the D or, whatever. But, yeah, it's the same with them. It's really time for them to just say, forget it. Y'all, and lastly, this damn story about Cisco and, Diamond. Let me tell you something, Mona, goddammit. I am a fucking smart viewer. Okay, I watch these shows and I can tell when somebody is trying to pull a fucking wool over my eyes. And goddamn it, if you ain't trying to do it this time, I know something. Now, we done got all wrapped up with the fact that the Diamond the dummy had then called her child a dog last time. And, Cisco was mad that she hadn't mentioned anything to him about this baby. And, he was like, you canceled and it's done and don't talk to me and I can't trust you. We found out they was fucking in cars and she didn't know where he lived and she moved all the way from LA. Okay, all of that. Now this week, motherfuckers want to come telling us that he got a goddamn baby. Okay? He's talking to Rich. Okay, who's the king of creeps. And he's telling Rich how, he really does like Diamond and everything, and how he found out that she had a child. And Rich was like, well, you got a child too. And he was like, yeah, but I didn't tell her about my child. And he was just like, well, what's the problem? Why you ain't said nothing? He was just like, well, she don't know. I had the little boy while we were together. I guess he has like a 3-year-old or 2-year-old son or something like that. I don't know. It was 6 months. And so Rich was like, well, you need to figure out if you really care about her, and then you need to tell her. And so then all of a sudden Cisco starts to feel bad, y'all. Now I'm just gonna mush all this together because it's some bullshit for real. He goes and talks to his mom, and his mom, now this was the only little part of the show where it just was the only little part where I was like, okay, you guys, y'all know I be hoard. But, certain things just touch my heart. So he sit down, he's talking to his mom, and, he was just like, I do care about Diamond. And the mama was like, well, do you love her? And he was like, yeah, I do love her. But, I just haven't really been truthful to her. And the mama was just like, I don't even know if you even know what love is. I mean, you've made some bad decisions. And he was just like, well, it's probably because of you. You're a fucked up mama. And then the mama was just like, I'm really sorry, son. I'm sorry that you had to see a lot of things. I was trying to get myself together. And, I'm sorry you had to see me get beat up and you couldn't help and things like that, y'all. So it was a little teeny little bit of old Rocky was like, oh, it's a little tear. But I'm hoard. I am hoard. But, the mom was just like, I think that you should be truthful with her. And if you do love her, then, y'all need to work it out, blah, blah, blah. So he gets together this old shim-sham, flippity-flam party for Diamond. Look like it's in the middle of the goddamn day on a Wednesday at some little place. And, they done got about 16 people off the street and was like, hey, y'all want to be some extras in this? Come on, y'all. We going to act like we turn up, put a couple of firecrackers and sparklers in some damn bottles and do that. It looked like it was fucking daytime and outside. Like, I was just like, ugh. Mona, you bitch. So he say he there for his woman. He turning up for his woman. He want everybody to know how he feel about her. Diamond is feeling all good. I was like, Diamond, I'm gonna need Diamond to get her some makeup that match the rest of this. We all what they call it, Underground Railroad up here, and then down here we Lena Horne in there. She's real excited about him doing it. She feels real special. I was like, bitch, man, maybe you can get the address now. He was just like, I want to talk to you about something. So she gets nervous because she already know that when she dropped the I want to talk to you about something thing, that she had to let him know that she had a damn Shih Tzu that wasn't really a Shih Tzu, that was really a human being. So he pulls her to the side and he was just like, yeah, I just want to let you know that, you know, you told me about the little doggy baby girl, and now I got to tell you that I got a little boy. He's 6 months. And of course Diamond's just like, what? Okay, so now all of a sudden she indignant. I was like, you both some lying ass motherfuckers. He's 6 months. And of course Diamond's just like, what? Okay, so now all of a sudden she indignant. I was like, you both some lying ass motherfuckers. Okay, and then you on this show lying. I was just like, oh, so through. But look, I'ma hang in there with this bullshit. But I was just like, okay, Diamond and Cisco, I got your fucking number. Anyway, y'all, that is it. Let me get on off of here, go get me something to eat, and get back to work. Alright. So you guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. itsrox. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. They still walking around this fucking parking lot. I mean, damn! I hope you guys have a Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.